Hello, I'm Wayne Scott. I run the Iwildseed page. This is for Cardinal Signs. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, please. Or tip if you feel called to it. I'm just going to get into it. This is a chakra read. Chakra is like energy focal points that we all have as human beings, as individuals. So I'm just going to get into it. So we got the Five of Cups in the root chakra, which is red. It talks about home, security, and money. And it does with like our early ages. That's why it's root, the root of things. When we get to the root of the problem. I feel like there's some, with the Five of Cups being, I feel like there's some like trauma or some like past stuff you gotta let go and like, release, let go of plans and just like, I feel like it's holding you back. And it's not, I just feel like it's not sturdy ground to build something on. You feel me? Like, you gotta really, like, get at that foundation and really want to move forward. I feel like you're stuck on something. Something has you stuck. Someone has a hold on you, and you need to let it go. Because, like, when we in grief, when we in pain, we move and act a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, things ain't the same. Like when we eat, when we do certain things, it's not the same. Like things don't have the same taste. Things, niggas basically got corona sometimes. When we in a funk, when we going through it, you feel me? Like we don't see things the same. We not happy. We not smiling. We can't last the same type of vibe. I just get like, don't let this take that away from you. Take that shit the fuck back. You giving this too much power. You giving it too much strength. We all go through grief. It's a human thing. It's grief, all that. Like, we all got our own shit. And I just feel like you gotta let this shit not drown you no longer. It's drowning you. It's like, it's suffering. And other things are like, it affects other things. And I feel like what's crazy is like your other cards look so good compared to this one thing. And that's what it is. Like, Spirit wants you to deal with this one thing. Like, bitch, we need to nip this in the bud. You got other shit to worry about. We got shit to do. I just get like, you got blessings in your face that you can't feel, you can't accept as blessings, as like the new beginnings it is, because you still going through this. You still feeling this. You still got room for this. You feel me? You gotta clear that shit out so you can make room for that new shit coming in. That new bitch. That new. So yeah, I definitely get like, some root chakra. You Google it, YouTube it, meditation, something, some exercises. Look it up. The next one is sacral chakra, which is orange. It deals with creativity, fertility, and passion. It's where the V is, or the waist is, or whatnot. Cause I ain't got no V. And you got the King of Pentacles. So I just feel like you a lot more sure of your capabilities and like what you're doing and what you put out in the world than you were before. I feel like you're starting to be more consistent when it comes to your shit. Like you're not taking certain things for granted any longer. Like, I just feel like you found something to work for. You found something to like, put a pep in your step type of vibe. Which is crazy because you have the Five of Cups. So maybe for some of us, you know what I mean? Like you overcame the Five of Cups. You know what I mean? Like you moving forward. Like you had your moment. You had your time. You had the cycle. And because like with this King of Pentacles, I just feel like you finding a certain consistency that you've needed. That you've craved or something like that. It would have been better if it was in the root chakra. But like we all gotta learn. And I feel like that's what's happening. You're learning and you're learning to deal and you're learning to like make money off your pain. Not even make money off your pain. Make just using using what you've been through, using your story, using what I mean, like your life experiences to power through it. You know what I mean? To find beauty in this world. To find beauty in I feel like it was at a point where like you gave in a lot and you're finding a way to like take all that back, like no longer give in and just really focus on you and what you got going on to be birthed and like, you know, bringing to fruition. I just feel like there's a lot that you're going to be doing a lot in this time. Like, you know, a lot of creative projects, a lot of creative endeavors, a lot of, you know what I mean? I just feel like you're going to be on your shit during this time. Like, creatively, like, I just feel like you ain't even going to recognize yourself after this. You're not even going to recognize yourself after this. Like, you're going to be like, damn, I did all that? I kept it going like that? Yes, you did, bitch. And I feel like, yeah, that, like, you know, you just get in that, like, that energy boost, you know, that extra, like, from, like, you know, you having to, like, have that moment with yourself, had to be real with yourself about certain situations and about certain things moving forward, because you got to move forward. So you got the solar plexus chakra, personal power, energy, and the wheel of fortune. So I feel like it's your time. I feel like it's synergy. I don't feel it's you know, it's like, you know, you getting over this hurdle, like you starting to be a little bit more consistent when it comes to your shit, what you passionate about and shit like that. And I feel like you're starting to see why you have to close out certain shit, why certain people got to go, why certain mindsets and certain traumas or experiences just got to be, you know, let go. You know, you got to forgive, not and forget. We ain't forget. I'm a cancel. We can't forget. But you got to forgive. And when you forgive, you got to forgive yourself first. Because at the end of the day, you put yourself in a position for that person to play. You put your, you know, at the end of the day, it don't matter who it was, mother, father, or whatnot. We live and die alone. So whether, you know, it's expected for you to trust this person or not, you got to take that L. You feel me? You got to take that L, because we can't bring this anymore. It can't continue forward. You got the Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles here. What are we worried about? What are we worried about? That was the past. We going forward. We opening doors, new cycles, new this, new that. New things is happening. People that appreciate us, people that value us are showing up. Oh, I forgot to, let me put my fan in this, because I didn't do it for the first video. Let me put some fan in there. But I just get like, it's your time, it's your season, and it's getting there, and it's because you know it is. You're claiming that shit. You're working for it. You're no longer sitting there like, boo, like, I feel like you sort of feel like that still. Like, you know, it's hard to just let all that go, but you're not staying in that. You know what I mean? You're working through that. You're working towards something better. You getting to it. I feel like money is definitely, it's not there yet, but it's happening. It's going to happen. You're working towards it. You're about to you calling that shit in. I'm calling that shit the fuck in. The fuck in. And that's why you starting, because you know abundance is in your future. You know abundance is yours to have. I feel like. You know it's yours to have. But you let certain shit get in your way. And we ain't got time for that no longer. We getting older. We getting wiser. We knowing better. We doing better. And that's on that. So then in the fourth chakra, heart chakra, which is pink and green, it's love and relationships. That's where the heart is. If you needed someone to tell you that, you need to see somebody. So the heart chakra is about love and relationships. So you have the 6 of Wands in that. So I'm getting, you've done a lot of healing. You're working, you know what I mean? You've done a lot of work. I feel like you had a deep issue or the deep conflict, like something had happened in which you really, you was on a break, like someone tried you. I feel like there was an instant when someone think you are their size, like, you know what I mean, like your competition, or like, you know, y'all in the same type of time, and y'all on the same type of level, you know what I mean? And that is not the case. And you had to really take a moment and really, like, do better than the situation, because you know, if you met them at their energy, because you was right there, you know what I mean, you wasn't too high, I ain't gonna, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna say you was too above them, but you was right here and they was like right here, you know what I mean, and they, you know, you could have met them here, but you didn't, you semi did, but you didn't. And I feel like that just showed you, like, you know, how much you need to grow, how much you need to let go of it, because you don't even need to do that, you feel me? You didn't even need to do that. I just get this vibe in which we gotta start paying it less. Not paying it at all. Give no fucks. Give buku no fucks. No fucks about what they doing, no fucks about who they are, like, no fucks about their life. If they not paying you, they not fucking you, they ain't come out your coochie. And even then, to some extent, mind your fucking business. But I just get like, you know, you close your shit out. Like, you know, you just not worried about certain things, like certain like past things, certain past connections, because you on to bigger and better. Like you got shit to look forward to. Like you got a purpose. Like, you know, you out here about something now. You feel me? And you just trying to find something that meets that. Just find something or people that meet that. You're not worried about people that don't. You know what I mean? They are below or above you depending on your perspective, bitch. Depending on your perspective. So then you got the throat chakra, communication and truth. You got the Two of Cups. Imbalance. I feel like you're starting to be a more active listener, and you're starting to speak up more. Like, you know, you got your voice. You know what you know who you are. You know what you bring to the fucking table. You know, throat chakra is light blue, and it's in the throat area. You know who you are. You know what you bring to the fucking table. I feel like you're starting to ask spirit for what you need too. I feel like there's something going on with you and the divine. Starting to be a little way more into it. You starting to be a little, you know, receptive of the downloads you got going on, and you know, speaking up for what you want, what you're trying to bring in this life, and you know, you start to understand like what they expect of you. If you want this, like, this is what you got to do. If you want this is what you got to start leaning into. You starting to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, and that's where you need to be at. But I just feel like there's something in with you and spirit, like it's just like that connection. I feel like maybe you've been praying a lot. So you got the third eye chakra, insight and intuition. So you got the Four of Swords. So the third eye is where the brow is. Where the third eye should be. It's indigo. You got the Four of Swords. So I feel like I feel like somehow you've been using your shit in overdrive. I don't know what. I feel like you was in a certain place, certain predicament, certain environment or something like that, in which it was a lot of shifty people and a lot of, like, you know, unsavory characters around, and spirit just don't want to see you caught up. I feel like you need to take a break from something. You need to recharge in a certain way, shape, or form. I'm not sure. You gotta start meditating more. Spirits like take care of yourself. I feel like you doing too much. You overdoing yourself. You're not taking a proper rest. You're not doing enough to make sure you're good. I feel like you're rushing something, and spirits like there's no need to rush something. Like if it's for you, it's gonna happen. There's no rush. Make sure you're good first. You know what I mean? Because it's only one of you. And you got to take care of you. Ain't nobody going to take care of you better than yourself. And if you can't take care of you, that's the sign you need to start. You need to start. So then, the last one, the crown chakra, which is like purple, violet, or white. I'm sorry, I was just watching Lord on. They ain't got juicy, sis. They got juicy. I must finish this up because I gotta watch the ending. But 13 I just saw. The crown chakra, spiritual connection, violet, white colors. It's the Hierophant. I feel like you're taking up space. You're going for what you want. You're speaking. You speaking your shit into existence. You're not no longer on the sidelines. You're not worried about what people think or whatnot. You trying to be in the game. You trying to get some skin in the game. You know, you feel me? I just get like you was at the point where like you wasn't sure about the spiritual journey or whatnot, and now you was like, bitch, I'm here. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I'm learning. You know what I mean? I'm sharing what I know with others. I just get this vibe of like, there's so much more to be done and had from this experience. Like, you're not done. You're just starting. You know what I mean? You just in the thick of it right now. I just get like you're in the thick of it, and there's so much more to be had and so much more to be learned and experienced during this time. But Spirit wants you to let go. It's time to let go. So yeah, do some deep heart meditations, or just like, you know, root chakra meditations. Start inner child journaling or something. Shout out to the Hover Healer because she was telling me about it. Yeah, so that's the vibe I'm getting, Cardinal Signs. Thank you, guys. I gotta finish watching that episode of Law & Order because it was juicy. But thank you again, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tip if you feel called to it. Please and thank you.